let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Lining up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Lining up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Welcome to Thursday Night by the Progressive News Show. Let's be S3. I am your host, Marla, along with Anna Hart. And as you can tell from the story, we're going to look at a couple of Reddit stories, but changing a little format, just a little bit. If we have news that we want to talk about, we can talk about it. I'm not scared about doing that. Like I said, we're combining Radical Truth to Power and Saturday Night Vibe. Parker earlier said, are we going to do the news or are we just going to do Reddit stories? If we have news you want to talk about, feel free. That's the reason why I changed the format on my end, Anna, is I do have a longer story that we can just get into on Reddit. They can just take up the time. However, then I also got a whole bunch of smaller stories, like 1 or 2 minute stories that we can go through too, because we are talking about the news.
Okay.
I only got a couple of things, such as the FCC suspending Jimmy Kimmel because of the jokes, obviously, because that's what he is. He's a comedian on Kirk. And it did dawn on me that I was like, how was they pressured to do that? Because Kimball is pretty up there. Yes, that's a pretty big name. The person who's in charge of the FCC happens to be a Trump appointee. Oh, I get it. So that's one thing that's going on. Israel is now, I don't want to say threatening, but getting ready to do
Follow through.
yeah, get to the grounds. Um, they feel they have done enough damage. They feel they have done enough that they have done enough damage to be able to do this. They have been condemned by the majority of the world, and I do mean the majority.
Mm-hmm.
So take that for what it's worth. But Anna, you got anything?
News
Yeah.
worthy, really? Well, actually, I've been sort of on a vacation. Not
That's
a
why I only have two stories. I really haven't been watching, folks. Sorry.
right. Like, I know he's in there. He's messing around with a lot. He's already deployed the guard to DC. He was going to Chicago, but changed his mind. Um, and way to go, Chicago, for showing up quickly to the streets. Yeah, basically, we know he's doing something illegal or he's lying basically every time he opens his mouth. So, um, there's a big reason actually that I've not been paying attention. I was in the hospital for a week in August. I think I had told you guys before that my gallbladder needed to come out. It ended up coming out a little earlier than planned. We thought we could wait till September 17th, and no, we could not. It would have just happened yesterday. Um, I ended up having to go to the ER on the 14th of August. The pain of gallstones is so high up on the list. It matches the nerve pain that I have felt that I describe as like lightning going through the spine and just erupting down all the nerves in one leg. It will stop you. It will bring you to the floor. Pain. It is incredible. Gallstones is pretty much the same. And for me, I had one of those stones had gotten out of the gallbladder and they blocked a bile duct that is in the intestine. Basically, it was not allowing the liver to send the needed stuff to digest my food. And this became so painful. I was doubled over first thing in the morning. I finally got out to my caregiver and was like, something's wrong. We got to go. And if ever I'm saying, we got to go to the hospital, we go really, really fast. It's pretty incredible. They do not second guess me on that. Like, are you sure you want to go? Because like I know it's going to be a long wait. It's going to be painful. It's going to be all the things that I was experiencing, and then a little bit more because of the effort of getting in to the emergency room. So I get to the hospital. The MRIs are down, and they share one piece of equipment that is the cooling technique for all the for radiology, and it was days and days. Like they were considering sending me off to another hospital, except all the other hospitals that they checked locally were full up. I didn't actually get to go to a hospital room until the 6th day of my stay. they stuck me in like a little alcove where I would go for like a day surgery, where they would get me ready and then get me back to home that day. I had to just deal with the pain, deal with uh, the discomfort is incredible because there is a feeling, well, there was for me a feeling of I was so full. I had not eaten. I rarely ate throughout this whole time, but something about like the gastroparesis, I was feeling miserable. And finally, the surgeon who had seen me like 3 times before, he's like, "All right, we're just gonna get you in. We're gonna get your gallbladder out. It's a something we know that you have stones. Let's at least do something." Um, because my pain basically it wasn't going back down. That's the big difference between the first time I went to ER and the second time was the first time that pain in the middle of the afternoon like went away like magic. It went away. So we are thinking that stone passed and everything was good from there. We were hoping another stone wouldn't come out into the raceway until surgery, but hey, it decided that it was going to do its own thing, and so I got up into the OR, and they treated me really well. The surgeon was a great guy. Um, he did a it was called the laparoscopic procedure, where you do a robot that goes into the body, and you get very very precise. You get to do exactly what you want, and the patient only feels like 3, 4, I think it was, incision spots, and really there was one main spot that where the tools had to come in and out of. That was sore. That was what I felt afterwards. But while I was in the hospital, hey, they kept on top of my pain so incredibly well. I gotta tell you, the care that I received from everybody, I mean, everybody. There were nurses that, because there were a couple of patients where the hospital's in overflow, and so there were a couple more people in these little OR alcoves. And but basically for a nurse, that's not a whole lot, like 2, 3 patients for the whole night. So the nurse sat down on my bed and, noticed I was in a lot of pain. It was the middle of the night, but I was not sleeping. And she asked me to tell her about my experience with ticks. She said she noticed that that was sort of the root cause, if you will, for a whole bunch of things going wrong in my body. And so she stayed on my bed for an hour and just listened, asked questions, and asked really good questions too, that allowed me to just go further into the story or tell her something else. It really it helped break through a certain amount of um formality that I had. I just want to be taken care of well, and so I'm extra polite, and I will try to do whatever I can to make the nurse's job that much easier if I can. And so we are both giving and taking and doing a really good job. Not only does this one nurse show an interest, other nurses as well, and other doctors. I started to get visits. But so the day after the surgery, I then um sorry, let me back up just a little. With the end of the surgery, they got to do a really full look up and down my whole digestive tract. They found the stone that they just couldn't find in all the other tests and reports. They saw, by my liver numbers, by my just other uh the culture numbers in my blood, they knew something was wrong, that something was still there, even after the gallbladder surgery. So they went back in and they did a procedure that has a really, really long name. I'm sorry. It's, I don't remember it. But what they did was they stuck a tube through my mouth all the way down to my intestine so that they could get that one stone that was blocking things off and pull that back up through. And oh boy, the difference of when I woke up as to going to sleep for this procedure, I felt 1,000% better. Like, there wasn't as much pain, there wasn't as much stress, strain, all the different things that make you feel horrible. And I mean, I immediately, like, I wanted to jump up and start doing, like, some walking. I felt great. They were still taking really good care of me. So, when they saw that my dependence on pain meds was going down, they're like, "All right, we think we can send you back home. It's been a week. Let's get all the things together and get you on your way." Oh boy, I was so happy. You know, I had not seen my dog. I had not seen my family for the most part because this time I insisted people stay home. It wasn't comfortable for a lot of that time, so I didn't want my elderly parents or my brother who had to deal with the son, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I was really having a not a good time in the hospital, but it wasn't bad. It was not bad at all. And so they gave me a script to get for the pain at home, and basically it was like a Vicodin. And they said good luck. And I'm on my way home, and woohoo! I get a call from the pharmacy an hour later that says your insurance has denied your pain med request, your doctor's request for this Vicodin-like thing. And they're like, the note on the denial says that you already have a medicine for your chronic pain. That should be enough. I can't tell you, like, all the thoughts that rush through my head, you know, like, number one, there's a big difference between medicine for chronic pain and medicine for acute pain. We had established in the hospital that the medicine that I took for my chronic pain did nothing for the gallbladder stuff. And but no matter what, when the surgeon tried to call my insurance, they were like, nah, we're not having this. She's already got medicine. Good day. So I called up my pain doctor and I'm like, I'm in tears. And he's like, the team never sees me in tears unless my pain is absolutely ridiculous. And it was. Because they were like, you know, you have Advil. Go ahead and deal with surgery pain with Advil.
Mm.
I wanted to kick someone. I really did. But I knew that Dr. J, I'll call him, he fights for me. He will not let people treat his patients like drug addicts. And so he gets his assistant to call up, and she got so mad with the person, unfortunately, and she was trying to explain, like, I am not mad at you. I am mad at a ridiculous system that right now has one of our patients in so much pain that she can't even get out of bed. You know, and so she's like, you cannot help me. I need your manager. Give me up to the next rung, if you will. And so finally, like, okay, she did. She got through to the manager, and she and the doctor managed to push things, and I believe also the surgeon. Everybody was at this point just fighting, and they're like, "You cannot do this. This is absolutely ridiculous. It is torturous. It is, you know." I did have these absolutely weird thoughts during this time of, oh my God, there are children in the world who are going through surgery with no anesthesia. There are people in the world who are not getting medicine. Is this so off? No. But you know what? No one should be going through that pain. If you cannot get up from your surgery without such incredible strain, and um you're also messing with the sight if you're in more pain, because I ended up having a lot of little twitches that brought me places I didn't want to be. I did not have a whole lot of control over my body. It really delayed my healing the first couple of days. Like the first weekend, I was without meds, but on Monday, my doc got on the horn and was just like, "You fix this now." And by that afternoon, thank goodness, they managed to get the insurance company to, I guess, understand the difference and okay the meds. And it made all the difference. All the difference. And when I tell you, I would love to fall at my pain doctor's feet and thank him for what he has done. No exaggeration. The amount of work that this office and the surgeon's office did throughout that whole weekend, and especially on the Monday, I cannot thank them enough. Um, but this is something that goes on all over our country. We don't know if we have doctors that will truly fight for us. A lot of times they don't. And, I can only now wish that, everybody has at least one doctor. Like I knew who was the person to go to who would really help me here. And I'm doing a lot better. It's almost a month now since the surgery. I can get up and down pretty much like nothing has happened, unless I'm really tired and um, things are a little more achy. But yeah, I didn't even spend a week on the narcotic pain meds. Um, this insurance company was so afraid that I would be hooked.
Mm.
That, I've had pain meds for a long time. Why should I need anything else? Because things change. Right now, insurances will not accept um, pain medication to go up. If our pain goes up at all, tough cookies.
Too bad. Yeah.
It takes a lot to fight the insurance company. But, thankfully some people do it. And um I can't think of like a grand ending for this, except I am so grateful to the hospital, to the Dr. J's office, to the surgeon's office. Y'all treated me incredibly well. From the moment I got into the ER to the moment I was back at home, you still took care of me. And I appreciate that a whole lot. Thank you. And thanks for the time, Marlon. I appreciate being able to share these stories. It's important Do people know what's going on? And what's? Can you read for me? I'm sorry, it's so tiny.
Parker said, "Glad your doctor was able to help get you what you needed. Hope you're doing well."
I am, Parker. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Trust me, she is 100%. We're right back on Messenger, just tripping with each other like the good old days. So,
oh yeah.
So we're doing better. Without further ado, let's get this party started. Okay, we got a 3-parter, one story, Reddit story. The third is a twist. That's why I picked this story. The third story has a twist. However, I can clue you in on something. Whatever you're thinking about part number 1 and part number 2, part number 3 is not going to change your mind at all. It's just not. But it is a very interesting twist that I don't think we've ever done on this show before. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. My fiance is taking over.
My 32 male fiance, 33 female, is overruling me on every detail regarding our wedding day. I'm recently engaged to my fiance after 4 years. We're recently trying to plan our wedding, and I know it's the bride's day, so I've tried to give her everything she wanted, but I feel like there's no compromise on the things I want. First off, the wedding party. She has informed me that her brother and 2 cousins will be groomsmen in the wedding party. I only have 1 brother and a few close male friends, so I was happy to accommodate. Plus, I genuinely like her brother and the 1 cousin that I've met. I informed her that I would like my best female friend of 20 years and my sister-in-law to be on her side. She laughed and said, "Sweetie, the bridesmaids are the bride's best friends. I don't consider them my close friends. They're not going to be in the wedding." It's true, she's not terribly close with them, and when I asked that she please compromise, she shook her head, smirked and said, "It's the bride's day." I'm Catholic, she's Methodist. I belong to a church, attend every week and received my sacraments. I also have a priest who has known me since I was a boy who I would love to perform the ceremony. My fiancée has not been to church in 15 years. She has vetoed my church on the basis that it's stuffy and dark. She has never stepped foot in my church, and when I brought her by, she refused to go in. And she's insisting we find a Methodist church by her parents' house for the ceremony. I picked out a nice restaurant midway between our parents' homes, 3 hours apart, for the rehearsal dinner, and she informed me it was too far. I told her it's tradition that the dinner is the responsibility of the groom and his family. She replied, "Well, I'm not a big fan of tradition, so we don't have to follow that." I had hoped we could find a church in this area so that it's not insanely far for either family to travel. But she insists that it needs to be close to where she grew up so her family can all be there for her. If it's something in her favor, it's tradition, it's the bride's day, and that's how it's done. If it's something in my favor, we don't have to follow that. It's the bride's day. The bride gets what she wants. I feel like it's my day too, and even the slightest desires and feelings are being swallowed up. Meanwhile, most of my female friends have given me a knowing smile, told me that I need to suck it up, give her what she wants, and accept that it's the bride's day and not about me. My male friends tell me if I want to have a happy day, I just need to hold my tongue. Sometimes I feel like if she hears I want something blue, it has to be green, because if I get my way, it means she doesn't. So I have to lose at everything I want. It's very draining and I just want to cry sometimes. I told her this and she started sobbing, saying I was trying to pressure her into giving up what she wants. She was a very spoiled child who got everything she wanted, so she tends to pout and throw hissy fits when she doesn't get her way. She never acted like this until we got engaged, and I'm really not liking what I'm seeing. How do I stand up for myself without being a total jerk and taking her dream day away from her?
Not sure if you can. She's so far into this. I get what I want. It is the bride's day. Which I'd really like to know where that comes from, because it was not always the bride's day. And if you have a healthy, balanced relationship, there should be the wishes of both people. This is not just about one person. We have a lot more to hear, so I don't want to go too much. What do you think, Marlon?
I think I have an answer to your question, whether this whole is the bride's day. Because traditionally, it's the women who are always thinking about what their wedding will look like since being a kid, being a princess for a day, so to speak. So if they're the ones who has an idea of what they want to look like, what they want their venue to be like, what their hair, the color, the scheme, how their fiance is gonna look, who's gonna do the all of it, the flowers, the doves flying at the whatever.
That's maybe in the last couple 100 years. I would say traditionally, a wedding has nothing to do with a bride's wants.
I agree with you on this right here, because you know that I'm an a-hole. Because I will be the first to say, look, if you're getting everything you want, how much money you got in the budget? Because I'm not going to split something with you that you're getting. Why would I do that? You have full say-so over an event that we are in, but we're splitting the cost. Make that make sense. Please, go ahead. Give it a shot. Because there are things that I want. Now, for my wedding, not much. Like literally, and I think the only thing I chose was the date. I think that's the only thing that I chose.
And were you happy with that, though?
Yes.
All right.
Happy.
Mm-hmm.
I was very happy. Now, do I wish I could do the wedding over? Yeah. But it had nothing to do with all of what she's talking about. It was just
right.
It was just certain things that I wanted to change. Glad I married who I married. Let's put it to you that way. Very glad I married who I married to. But I'm not going to go out on a tangent. Let's go ahead and get into the second part. This is giving you a little more detail. Well, that's a lie. It's giving you a lot of detail about what this guy is going through.
Okay.
I have never seen her act like this before. I knew she was competitive, but this is another level. I feel like I don't know this person. In 4 years, I would have never thought that we'd be having these issues. It was like as soon as she got that ring, she became a different person. I just want the woman I fell in love with back because I don't know who this is. A few weeks ago, I told her that I feel like she wants a wedding but doesn't want to be married. She told me that I'm getting dramatic and that if I loved her, I would stop trying to control every aspect of the wedding and let her have her day the way she wants it. I am happy with her. I've been happy for 4 years. But this recent selfish behavior is driving me nuts and really depressing me. In the past, she's been very willing to compromise and think about me. She's an incredibly thoughtful person. It's just lately, she's not even willing to listen to what I want. I feel like she's completely changed for the worse. I suggested that we each make 3 lists. Things that are really important, things we'd like to have, and things we don't really care about, and then we could compare. She laughed and said, "Well, I'm not going to have anything on the last list. Everything is really important to me." If she knows I want something but has no strong opinion, she'll say, "I need some time to think about that." Then I'll explain my reasons for wanting it, why I think it's the best option, and tell her that's how I'm moving forward. She'll smile and say, "Well, why can't we do it the other way? What's wrong with that?" I'll tell her, "Okay, why do you want to do it that way?" She'll respond, "I don't know that I want it to do it that way, but I want to know why we can't consider it." Then I'll explain all the reasons why I don't want to do it that way, why I think the way I picked is the best, and how I need her to let me know right then and there, yes or no. She'll smile and say, "I need more time to think about it." 2 weeks will go by, I'll bring it up again, she'll have forgotten about it, and the whole thing will start over again with her stalling a decision until the last minute and usually beyond. That decision will then be the opposite of what I wanted, because I'm starting to think she gets off on watching me get increasingly pissed off and frustrated at the situation. Right now, despite us not having kids, despite her not being religious, despite my family having a pew with our names on it due to money we gave to the church, she keeps teasingly asking me why I won't consider having our children brought up in a Methodist church. When I asked her if she planned to start attending church weekly, making a commitment to bringing the children up in faith, and taking charge of their spiritual upbringing, she replied, "I don't know, but I don't know that I won't do that, so I'm not ruling it out." What's scary is that I saw a bit of this when we were dating, but never towards me. She did it with her mother and sister, but never with me. Now all of a sudden, I feel like we're not partners anymore. I'm there to serve her and make her happy. I feel like I'm trying to plan a life together, and for her, it's about winning. I told her that it's not healthy not to compromise because it creates resentment. She asked if I was saying I resented her. I don't resent her, I really don't, but I really dislike this person I've seen recently. We've been in love for 4 years, and it's very wonderful. I can't believe this is happening. I feel like a switch was flipped and there's just no give anymore. I'm the one who needs to bend on everything, even if it's not close to what I want.
I resent her.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even know her. OP, I want you to see the red flags for what they really are. First of all, Brother Thiz says it wholeheartedly. It is very, very rare. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It's very rare that mask falls off late in a relationship. It's very rare. You've been together for 4 years. You're not going to tell me there was no signs about this. She's very competitive. This is not being competitive. This is, I want what I want and you don't get nothing. And be happy about it. Why can't we be married in a Methodist church and bring the kids up in a Methodist church? Because you wasn't brought up in a Methodist church.
Right.
What difference does it make to you?
Right. You, the non-religious one.
You don't even go. He goes every week. You don't go at all. And the part that gets me, OP, you said it the best way. I just wish you would get it. She waits until you say something to find a way to stop you from wanting. Because that's how she gets her way. Let's go back to the first story. No, that wasn't my point. When it's tradition, she wants it because it favors her. If it's non-tradition, she don't care because she gets what she wants. It really just depends on what it is. For instance, You said, I'm going to give you an example of what she was doing. For instance, non-traditional. She automatically wants her brother and a cousin to be on the groom side. Okay? Non-traditional. Traditional. But you can't have none of the girls on your family on my side because that's the bride's decision to make. See what's happening here? Now I'm gonna put a fine point on this. What is a bigger example, or what's more of a big example of this being a red flag than I want what I want because this is my wedding? And the only thing that I came up with is I get to do and say what I want to do and say because this is my baby. You don't get a say. You didn't carry her for 9 months. So that's it. Just food for thought. This ain't gonna end at this wedding, bro. I'm gonna just tell you that. It's not gonna end at the wedding. It's not gonna end at the house. It's not gonna end with the money. It's not gonna end with the job. It's not gonna end with the vacations, finances. It's not gonna end. You're there. And basically, you said something that was quite true. You want a wedding. You don't want a marriage. So that's it, Anna.
2 things. One, you said the moment a ring got on her finger, OP, she changed fundamentally. She no longer even made the tiniest bit of effort to make any the tiniest capitulations. That is a big red flag. A lot of times, yeah, a person will start to relax, especially after they know, okay, yeah, they do want me. There's no way in the first few years that you learn the whole of a person. It takes many cycles before you are no longer surprised, let's say, by anything. A relationship takes at least 2 people. We're going with this relationship. You've got 2. I was going to say with however many people are in it, but there needs to be give and take. There needs to be everybody's needs seen to. And the way I see it here, he has a lot more religious needs than you have wants. That's a big deal. You have wants. That's it. You don't have needs. Number 2, OP, you did not talk about such big things as where you might want your children to go, any future children to go to church. I'm sure he wants them to go to his church. He was brought up there. He wants to, these things are important. It doesn't, you have to talk about this. You cannot just assume that that person will take in everything you're saying. You need to voice what your thoughts are, and you have every right to influence your future. I am seeing so many red flags here that I honestly want to tell you to go. Do not marry this woman. She's not giving you any consideration. any. That's not a wife. That's not a partner. That's not a lover. I don't care how good the sex is, girl. It sounds like for me, she does not deserve you. And you certainly don't deserve to be treated like this, as less than your wife. You know, marriage used to be something that parents took care of. Children didn't have a say in who they married, a lot of times. Love was not at all a factor. And it's like we flip that to this three-headed bride monsterzilla thing. I don't like wedding stories because of people like this. You're selfish. You won't see that this is a partnership. This is between two people. Like, when I got married, it was important to me to ask my partner, what is your favorite color and stuff, you know, things that I knew for a long time, and I would add those things in because I knew that's what they would want. And I wanted to see them happy on that day. And likewise, they wanted to see me happy on that day. You know, little things like that can go a long way. Right now, this does not sound like a partnership at all.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Or a partnership of one. The amount of times this story in some version of the sentence, I want it that way, makes me wonder if that's the song they was planning on playing for their final day.
I want it that way.
Anyway, going to the third version of this story, and like I said, it has a twist. Doesn't really change nothing, but it is an amazing twist, though. So here we go.
So I think I need to come clean, and I hope I haven't upset anyone in the process. My story is 100% true, but it happened some time ago. Despite loving my fiancée deeply, I realized this was the real her. I called off the wedding and I walked away. She got married to someone else and had a child. I have always wondered if I simply called it quits too soon rather than trying to work things out. I am planning on proposing to my current girlfriend later this year, and I have been so scared that she's going to turn into what my ex-fiancé did because I'm so hard to tolerate. I did bring these things up to her and she was horrified. She couldn't imagine anyone acting like that. She notices when certain behaviors make me tense up. Sometimes it's like she can read my mind. At one point, someone at dinner said something that upset me, and I didn't even say a word, but she put her hand on mine under the table and started stroking it. She has become the most important person in my life, and I can't imagine not having what we have. But having been through what I dealt with, that fear is always there. I'm never afraid to share my feelings with her or be honest about my anxieties because she's never made me feel like less of a person for having them. But one of my big worries is that one day it won't be okay. One day she'll start huffing at me, snapping at me, and I'll just be this annoying presence in her life that she can't stand. I learned from a mutual friend that my ex-fiancé got divorced last year and that both of them were fairly miserable due to the fact that she didn't want to budge on anything. I have read posts on this sub before and saw how much of a good neutral perspective you guys can give to everything. So I decided to set the clock back and see if I made the right choice. The replies telling me to think about the decision I was making, the private messages begging me to run, and the numerous kind words of support I received were exactly the reassurance I needed to know that I can move forward with my girlfriend and know that what happened back then was not on me. I can say without guilt that I was in an abusive, controlling relationship, and the best decision I ever made was to run. I apologize for not being totally honest with you, and I'm sorry if this breaks any rules. Please know that you have helped me more than you know, and I believe I have a good, happy future ahead of me.
What? How did he break a rule?
Cause I guess he's assuming that every story has to be the current story, the current event, not something that happened a long time ago.
Oh, no. You gave the information, like, that's it. You do have this current wonder of, did I break it off too fast? So him putting it up and looking for that the not involved opinion. I can't think of the word right now. I think that was exactly right. And I'm glad he saw, when he went back into that part, the messages that were like, boy, run, do not pass go, run, don't collect the $200, just get. She is not treating you at all well. And it's almost like he pulled a little bit of the guilt of, because he wondered if he cut that off too fast and didn't try more. And dude, you tried a lot. She just wouldn't compromise with you at all. And so I feel you made the right choice. The way you describe your current partnership is beautiful. I love that she can read you. I love that your communication is wide open. Keep that up, please. Because that is what makes a super relationship, really. It's what will make you bulletproof. And then enjoy what mysteries and surprises that life has for you. And talk. Don't leave everything to the moment you're at your wedding rehearsal. No, by the way, where are we gonna have our kids go to church? Oh boy. Yeah. Well done.
My deal is, it was one part of the story that made me think, dude, you literally almost have borderline PTSD.
Yeah.
Like, you just feel like
that was traumatic.
Something is gonna happen. Something is gonna happen. Something is gonna happen. Something is gonna happen. And I won't be able to. I mean, she got you, dude. She got you really good. And I'm glad you got out of there. And I'm glad you found somebody who is more there to comfort you than anything else. And believe me, there are people out there who are just like that, but not everybody is. But PTSD is one of them situations where you don't know. Is this a normal argument that we having, or is this going to blow up to something huge? And you don't know.
Right.
Can I ask her this? Or if I ask her this, is she going to get mad? Is she going to get you don't know, and that's not a healthy relationship. Brother Diaz have always said, and he'll continue to say it. I know he will. Stop being scared of the conversation. You dated this person. You married this person. Talk. If they get mad at everything that comes out of your mouth, now don't get it wrong, because we've heard a lot of stories about on here where it's like, dude, why did that come out your mouth? But not every case. You know, just normal conversation. Just
If you're
talk.
honest.
If something is bothering you, tell them. Hey, I feel very uncomfortable with this. This bothers me. Can we sit down and discuss this? On a normal relationship, what's going on? If I hear the word you're being dramatic one more time, dramatic, what you did bothered me. That's not me being dramatic. Because what you're really saying is get over it. I ain't gonna get over it to make you feel better. Or I'm not gonna feel worse to make you feel better. Or I'm not gonna set myself on fire to keep you warm. We need to have a discussion. You listen to me, I listen to you. We go back and forth. It is me and you against the problem, not me against you. But this woman was not that type of woman. The old girlfriend was not that type of woman. She wanted everything her way or no way at all. And you gave her no way at all. And she went and got married and had a kid, and now she divorced. Because apparently nothing changed.
Oh.
Now
That
that's
happens a lot.
wondering, but I can't see her changing. I can't see her changing because I can't see the reason why she would change. If she gets what she wants, why would she change?
Unless after the 5th marriage, she finally asks herself some deep questions. You never know.
By the 5th marriage, you just want a wedding. Ain't no way in hell you want a marriage.
Yeah.
Ain't no way you want a marriage. No way. You just like weddings.
Some little girls don't know that, though. Because, look at the whole... all the commercials, all the commercialism that we have thrown at us is, you're gonna be such a good little wifey and mother. While you guys get to go off saving the galaxy against the force, the dark force, and building up towns and all that, women are given, I should say girls are given little easy bake ovens and, things that say your place is in the house, taking care of the children, dolls, big thing. And this is where we're trying to push back against the traditional views of what are the things that are a woman's street and what are the man's, because it's not where we've left it. So we have a lot of things that really distort our view of what we should be when we grow up. Because if a wedding is your apex of life, the rest of it's downhill, way downhill. What's your dream? Do you want to impact your community, your world? Girls should be asking this of themselves from the time that they are able to think as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't change this story, but
I get it.
yeah.
Also, Parker, you came in late. If you have any news that you want to talk about, please feel free. We're happy to talk about it. We did talk very briefly about a couple of things, but if you have anything that you want to talk about, if anybody out there has any news they want to talk about, feel free to just put it in the comments and we'll jump over it. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and pay those bills. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/Tracy Media Fan. Help support Tracy and all of her endeavors. Please do not forget to go to Anna Hart's website, BorelliAccenture.com. Learn something that you didn't think you need to know, but you should. Please do not forget to go to Thea's Complex Mind Simple Man on YouTube. Please do not forget to Support Kim Foxy Gma at YouTube, coming real soon. And if you need to reach me, you can do so at radtp@outlook.com. That's RADTP@outlook.com. And let's go ahead and get into the Mama Heart Hour.
Very good. I like it when it grows.
Oh, okay. The main thing recently has been Jimmy Kimmel. We that was one of the things we did talk about. The Jimmy Kimmel thing.
Very briefly.
That the FCC director, who's in charge, is a Trump's appointee who did put pressure on Disney, something else, Disney ABC. I think Disney is some company though, but Disney put enough pressure on Disney to suspend him. Now they suspend him, but they did suspend him indefinitely.
Yeah.
So, but he is suspended. They didn't cancel it. But yeah, it you could control the media, you could control the world. I'm very serious about that.
Yeah.
Netstar. No, I saw something else though, but
okay.
So Disney and Netstar? I've never even heard of Netstar. But
I really wish more institutions would stand up to him, because without them, he doesn't really have much power.
No. No, you if you start, okay, it's gonna feel like I'm going down a rabbit hole, but I'm really not. You start controlling freedom of speech. There's no use having it. I'm very serious about that. No use even having it. There was a lot of people who did not like Charlie Kirk. Get over it. The same people, the same style of people who didn't like Charlie Kirk is the same style of people who didn't like George Floyd. And we're still, somebody put on Facebook recently that they're still getting these memes of congratulations to George Floyd for being 5 years sober. And those type of jokes.
That's not a joke.
It's not a joke. That's just being cruel.
Yeah.
That's being heartless. But on those occasions, we need to turn the other cheek and ha 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 and everything else. My wife recently said people are getting fired for what they're saying about Charlie Kirk from their job. Now, he personally, okay, because I try to keep politics out of my job and these checks I get. You don't need to know. But my grandma said a long time ago when I was older, so don't get it twisted. I was much older. Talking about people, talking politics to people is like talking about your sex life to people. I don't want to know about yours, and you don't want to know about mine. I don't want to know about nobody's sex life. I'm good. Trust me.
I wouldn't equate politics to a sex life, but there's a time and a place. There's always a time and a place. And that means there aren't times and places. So
I heard Sinclair Broadcasting said Kimball needed to give a public apology to Kirk's family and make a donation to Turning Point USA.
Okay. Yeah, let's extort him now.
Yeah.
It went way too far. Way too far.
I looked it up. So Netstar and Sinclair are ABC affiliate owners.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, that's where we are for right now. Am I the a-hole? this right here, it has to be one of the most cringy stories I have ever heard. And it's just ew all the way around. Am I the a-hole for leaving my birthday dinner?
I, 28 male, had my birthday dinner last weekend, and my girlfriend Sarah, 27 female, offered to plan it. I was excited because I usually keep things low-key, but she said she wanted to make it special. She booked a nice restaurant and invited close friends and family. Everything was going great until it was time for dessert. The waiter brought out a cake, but instead of my name, it said, "Will you marry me, Sarah?" I was completely blindsided. Sarah got all teary-eyed, turned to me and said, "Well, this is the best surprise ever, right?" It's a big surprise. You're right about that. Everyone around us started clapping, and her friends were filming. I just sat there, stunned. She took my silence as hesitation and started going on about how she knew I wasn't big on grand gestures. But she couldn't wait anymore, so she took matters into her own hands. At that moment, I stood up and said, "This is my birthday. If you wanted a proposal, you should have talked to me about it first." Then I grabbed my stuff and walked out. Good enough. Sarah was mortified, and her friends blew up my phone, calling me an asshole for embarrassing her and ruining the night. She even said I humiliated her when she was just trying to do something romantic. Now my family is split. Some say I should have just gone along with it for the night, while others think she crossed a major boundary. So am I the astronaut for leaving my own birthday dinner because my girlfriend hijacked it for a proposal?
Let me start off. Let me go backwards to go forward, because I'm hearing this way into too many of these stories. Way too many stories. I would break up with you if you sing your cackle of hens after me. This is an A-B relationship. C, D, and E, and F, and all these other people calling you. No. No, you're not going to bully me into being with you. I get so sick and tired of it. Now her friends are calling me. What the hell are you calling me for? This ain't your relationship. Stay the hell in your lane. Me and my significant other gonna deal with this. If it comes to an end, it comes to an end. But you need to stay the hell out of our business. But that being said, that's said to the friends. To the significant other, fight your own battles. Learn to do that. Now, that's the general thing that I want to say about that. Now let's get back to this situation. Ew. You're gross. OP's girlfriend. You're gross. Because if I wanted to be an a-hole about it, and I am an a-hole about it, you just propose to yourself.
Yeah, right.
And he was nice enough to walk out of the party.
Yeah.
A lot of people would have just looked at her and went, "What the hell is this?" Well, I decided to take matters into my own hands. Okay. You was wrong then. Now what? It's underlying bullying.
Mm-hmm.
Basically what it is pressuring somebody to do something you want them to do. And she did it on purpose. She wanted to put the whole party together, keep you out of it. And if she thought everything was so cool and great and everything else, she could have been upfront with you. We just said in the last story, communication. Nobody wants to talk anymore. No, you didn't want to communicate. You wanted to put him under the most pressure you could possibly find by doing it in front of a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
And made this.
And hope he would.
Yeah, just cave in under the pressure.
Yeah.
And your family is wrong. You should have just kept it up for one night. Hell no.
No.
No, I'm not doing that. Because what would you get out of it other than you're still living a lie? That's all you're really doing. You wasn't ready to get married, or at least you wasn't ready to propose. And she was, so she tried to force your hand. Now she'll wind up being the girl in the first story that we listened to that now has to take over the whole wedding. She forced you into marrying her. Now she's gonna force you into having the wedding that she wants, which is gonna force you into the marriage that you want. You're not the a-hole. You're good.
No.
You're good. Hannah?
I keep on imagining how that would turn out at the party. But, well, you planned the entire thing, so what's your answer, Sarah? Yeah, that would be great.
I'd have laughed at that.
I don't know why friends are way too quick to involve themselves in either when something goes wrong or when a relationship breaks up. As Marlon said, just don't. It's not your place. Talk to your friend all you want. Do not go and talk to their partner. And I don't know, basically, other than that, I really agree with you, Marlon. He has OP has no reason to feel like he was at all the asshole. He did the right thing by getting up and walking out. You don't give in to the fantasy. I wonder how different it would have turned out if she had just put his name on the cake. And, would he then consider like, ooh, maybe I do want to, and maybe they would, but who knows?
Will you marry
Don't take a chance like that. Don't talk to yourself at birthday parties, and keep it the birthday party. That
the gaslighting at the end though. Oh, I'm so shocked. I'm so surprised. Yes, I will marry you. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
okay.
Oh, come on, lady. Come on. All right, we got time for one more Am I the A-hole? So let's go ahead and get into it.
All right.
I'm not the mama.
I, 62, lost my wife 10 years ago. This happened during that time, but has been brought up recently. When my wife died, I ended up relying heavily on my oldest, who was 16, and I'll call Nancy. She gave up the most, I'll admit that, because I needed someone to watch the younger boys while I worked. She could no longer be a part of her soccer team or her art program. I needed her home. During her senior year, she told me going to prom was very important to her and to please figure something out so she could go. I said I would, but ended up forgetting about it and worked late. I got home to find her crying in her dress. I was tired and didn't want to get into it and told her I was sorry, but it wasn't like she missed anything important. Nancy didn't talk to me for days after that. When her college letters started coming in, I didn't think much of it and assumed she'd pick a college close to home. Well, she ended up getting a partial scholarship to a school several hours away. I was pretty upset because I still needed help. But she said she gave up 2 years of doing anything for herself to take care of her brothers and she wasn't a replacement mom, and I used her. I said she was being dramatic and she couldn't abandon her family. What were we supposed to do? She said I should be a parent and figure it out. There was a big fight, but she left anyhow. I don't have much contact with her now.
Shocking.
Wow. My oldest son is a senior this year, and he was FaceTiming Nancy saying there wouldn't be a prom and how he understood, but he was disappointed because he really wanted to take his girlfriend. Nancy said she understood because she didn't get to go to her senior prom either. He said he was sorry, but she said it wasn't his fault, he was just a kid, and that I didn't come home when I was supposed to, so she missed it. I came in and said it was pretty pathetic she was still hung up on that, and she snapped back it was far more pathetic to be so inept as a parent. I couldn't handle giving her one night that I knew was important to her. She then said goodbye to her brother and signed off. My son said I'm an asshole, and that it's no surprise Nancy wanted nothing to do with me. I got angry and grounded him, but he just laughed. I don't think it was at all appropriate for her to tell him that, but my son maintains I'm the only asshole here. So, am I the asshole?
Wait. I thought she was talking to a little brother. She was talking to a son?
No, she was talking to her brother.
I'm confused.
Basically, what it boils down to is parenting. Oh, what's the word? When you make the oldest child of the family the parent.
Right, which is not right.
Make this a pseudo parent. Well, let's just say years after she didn't go to the prom. And this story is kind of old, so of course we're talking about something that went on during the pandemic. And she's FaceTiming her brother, who didn't get to go to his prom because of the pandemic. And she explained why she couldn't go to the pandemic. The dad overheard, got butt hurt, because just like everything else, all these stories we hear, get over it. Why? So.
Wow.
But it's your turn, Anna.
I'm trying to put this now together. The oldest sister should never have been put in a place where she was now parent. It's just not. It's not a good thing. She's not ready for that yet. It's where we have, more wounded children bringing up wounded children. But, you made a promise to her and you broke it. That's on you. She has every right to be angry. And it probably doesn't come up every day in her life, but when she's back then looking at you and you remind her of all these bad things that she missed, that she had every right to want. She wanted a normal childhood. That is not such a bad thing. So you definitely not the asshole on this. I wish parents would stop using like 15, 16, 17-year-olds as substitute babysitters or worse, substitute parents. That's sloppy and wrong.
Parentification. That's the word I was thinking of.
Okay.
Parentification. I'm just gonna talk to the dad. Not much I can say to OP. I'm just gonna talk to the dad. You're still a parent. Your wife died. My condolences, but grow the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You're still a parent. Your son pretty much, you're grounded for what you said to me. The fuck you gonna ground me? You ain't even my damn real parent. You can ground me because I hurt your feelings? You're still a parent. And I say that over and over again because this is the part I want you to stick in your head. You're still a parent, even to the 16-year-old. Parenting is not easy. It is hard work.
Mhm.
And the one statement that you will always hear when it comes to parenting from the older generation, and I'm probably one of the older generations, figure it out. I ain't saying it's going to be easy, but figure it out. You're gonna have days where you are tired. Not tired of being a parent, but physically tired, mentally tired, and everything else. But them kids didn't have you. You had them kids.
Mhm.
They're your responsibility now. Now, can the older kids help out a little bit? Sure. There's
Mhm.
no problem with that.
No.
But I cannot believe my child is about to go to a prom. I'd have been the first one who been hollering, hey, when we going to get some dresses? What we gonna look
Yep.
at? Wait a minute.
Yep.
Who's the dude you finna go with? How you gonna get there? Everything. I'd have made it a huge deal because that's my child. Still is my child. Now the two younger kids is gonna be a little pissed off at me because as we go to look at dresses, they're gonna have to come with us.
Yeah.
Because again, those my children. Can't leave me at home alone.
No.
Let's go. Suck it up. This is for your sister. When your prom come, I'll be doing it for you. And then you'll understand. Figure it out. I went to work and I just forgot. I don't think you forgot. I just really think you didn't give a damn. I'll be honest with you. I don't think your ass was gonna come home regardless. Because anybody could have put in for a day off. Hey, not coming in today. Just to make sure she goes to prom.
Right.
Well, I'm working half a day today. Just let you know.
Mhm.
Anything. You figure it out. You don't just sit. And then you go as far as, I was shocked that she all of a sudden chose a school hours away. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You have a school in the same city with you, so what? You gonna drop the kids off at the dorm? Nah,
You were
bro.
still expecting a babysitter.
Right. To the bitter end. To the bitter end. You was expecting everything that you was getting up to that point.
Mhm.
I'd have got the hell up out of Dodge too.
Mhm.
And we don't talk as much. Oh shit. Really? Talk about what? And I'm not even being funny or trying to be crude. I'm literally
Right.
asking you, talk about what? Y'all have no memories together because
Right.
you
How
wasn't
you
there.
stole my childhood? How?
We have no memories to talk about. So what are we gonna talk about now?
Yeah. How
So
much I miss my mother? Like, mm.
it's just, bruh, you missed the ball on your daughter. Don't be shocked she don't want to talk to you no more.
And you're messing up on your son as you speak.
Right. I can't believe you still have a problem with all that. I can't believe you don't.
Right.
I cannot believe that you hurt your child and you all right with it.
Mm.
But you are. You are. You cool with it.
He sounds like one of those adults that don't consider their children a whole person, you know? Like I had an aunt who, while my cousins were growing up, like they didn't get to do what they wanted. They didn't have a whole lot of say in their childhood, and my heart broke for them over and over. Thankfully, it's all different now as everybody is an adult, and they talk their way through it. There's that thing again, communication. Good for
Communication.
families all the way around.
That could be it, Anna.
Hmm.
Or let me throw this at you.
Okay.
He was never a parent, even when the wife was alive.
I hear you. Yep.
He did all the parenting.
She did it.
He went to work, brought home the money.
Yep.
He's done for the day. He done. The wife did all the parenting. Now the wife ain't there. Oh hell! What do I do? I don't know what to do. Wait a minute. She's 16. She's a female. They're nurturers.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to her. And you did. So, way to go, Dad.
Yep.
You the a-hole. She's not. Get over yourself.
Yep. Just because you're the parent doesn't mean you're always right.
Well, Mafia video of the week. What's this comment that we have? You should start saving some of those for the end of the year worst videos. Really? I don't think he's the worst of the year.
Well,
he's an asshole.
I'm not sure about the parent one, but the one where the woman was trying to take over, like that could be one of the worst brides of the year.
Oh.
Yeah. I could see that.
You're the one supposed to be writing it down. I've just remembered. Executive producer.
I got you.
I still got it. Yeah, I still got it in my time. You know what, Parker? To be honest with you, yeah, it is September right now. We need to start thinking about. Oh yeah, we'll keep it in mind. Ooh, this year seemed like it went by quick. Anywho, this really didn't age well.
My new JVC compact VCR is the world's smallest, lightest VCR ever. It's ideal for taping graduation, school plays, Halloween. It's loaded with features. Perfect for Christmas morning, Groundhog Day, Little League, Big League.
JVC's new compact VHS video system with the world's smallest, lightest VCR ever.
Buzz off, Buster.
Great sound, too.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was. It really was. First of all, I don't even know which one to talk about. You treating women like that at the beach, or this is the lightest camcorder ever. Like, really?
I could tape women at the beach.
I've never seen a camcorder that you have to hold the sound system up on your hip or something. I don't know what's going on with this. I never even knew something like that existed, but the fact that I don't understand guys like this. Like, is it not after a while? Don't you just start thinking to yourself, maybe it's me?
You should.
Like, I don't get it.
But once again, if this kind of attitude is put into a commercial and portrayed as if, well, it's a little skeezy, but hey, he did it. He could do it.
That was funny.
Right. Like this. We wonder why we get movements like me too. These are good starting points to look at.
Right. Foxy's videos of the week. To tonight, let's go ahead and get into it. Hell is hot.
Hell is hot. Ain't no water there. Oh, hell is hot. Ain't no water there. No ice, no tea, no lemonade, no Coke, no Sprite, no Gatorade. Oh, hell is hot. Ain't no water there. Hell is hot. Ain't no water there. No ice, no tea, no lemonade, no Coke, no Sprite, no Gatorade. Hell is hot.
Yes, it is.
No ice, no tea.
And I'm sorry, you're a genius. You are absolutely a genius, because I could not figure out for the life of me what the hell was you going to rhyme with lemonade. I had no idea you was going to use Gatorade. That's genius. That was phenomenal. Well done. May need to give the people a ups that you about to sing that song, but and I really hope that wasn't a funeral. And you singing about hell. That's not gonna.
Hell is hot. Don't forget.
Ain't no water there.
Ain't no water there.
No, ain't no ice. Did she say water? I thought it was ice.
No ice, no tea, no lemonade, no Coke, no Sprite, no Gatorade. Hell is hot. Why was she singing this?
The door is being marked by a big brigade.
Why is she singing Hell is Hot at a funeral, though? What are you saying?
Oh, dude, it was at a funeral. That, was
that not a casket in front of her? Hold on.
Hell is hot. Ain't no water there. Oh, hell is hot. Ain't no water there. No ice, no tea, no lemonade, no Coke, no Sprite, no Gatorade. Oh.
That's not going to go over well with the family. The hell you saying, lady? My love will go to hell?
Ooh.
Read the room, lady. Read the room.
Oh, that changes everything. Wow. Yeah, I can't see any of these, so.
Yeah, that was a casket. Yep.
Still funny.
It's still funny. But yeah, that's next video. Saying a quiet part out loud.
Watching WANU Midday News.
In just a bit, we'll have more on that incoming winter snowstorm.
Get ready to bundle up, folks. But first, the latest on what's happening over in Westlake.
Oh, so sad. Community members remain rattled after yet another gang-related drive-by shooting that took place in the 4,000 block of Reisterstown Road late last night. The shooting is believed to be in connection to last week's string of violence in the same area.
After questioning witnesses and reviewing nearby surveillance footage, police have identified the suspects and located the 2018 Dodge Charger used in last night's crime. The suspects are believed to be four white...
Yes!
No, that's right.
I'm sorry, what's going on? Oh, nothing.
Yeah, just relieved that the police have white identified the suspects.
Exactly. Very white.
Okay, crime is crime, and we're all relieved.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, it's shaping up to be quite a busy week for local law enforcement as police deliver on their promise to crack down on the increasing drug traffic.
Uh-oh.
Not drugs.
A raid early this morning uncovered a major meth ring.
Okay, we're good.
That's y'all for sure.
In a quiet suburban neighborhood.
Now, you know.
Know what?
That they ain't one of us, okay?
Well, how do you know that?
Meth, quiet. Come on now.
All right, let's see the picture.
Why are you entertaining this stupid game?
Because we're down 2-0, Suzanne. You want to lose? Show the picture.
Oh, lose what? Police say they are still on the lookout for this man.
Breaking bad looking ass. That's 2-zip.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me do one.
2-zip.
Hero.
Saying the quiet part out loud. You can't help yourself.
I miss that show so much.
I would love to see that on the news.
Sometimes you just can't help yourself. Sometimes you just sit there and watch the news and go, shit, come on. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've never done it.
I have. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Woo.
Weird.
Woo.
Oh,
All right.
weird.
We have some time.
You have some time?
Yeah.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Foxy. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Good.
Dog is good too.
All right, let's go ahead and get this a-hole out of the way. And I'm going to read the title. Anna, I'm going to read the title. How can I get my ex-wife to put herself out there when it comes to dating?
I know this is unusual, but unfortunately my ex-wife, let's call her Carla for the sake of this, hasn't been able to move on from our divorce. Now, this wouldn't be a problem, but I suspect it's also impacted our co-parenting relationship. In an ideal world, we would be friends, but I think she has some anger with me because of how our marriage ended. Some background, while we were married, I fell in love with another woman. Let's say her name is Jessica. I didn't believe in soulmates until I met Jessica, but I fought my feelings for a long time. Now Jessica and I are married and things are great, but before that, I felt like a bad person, that I was blowing up our family. I eventually realized that not being true to myself wasn't fair to Carla or our daughter. I love Carla and she's a great friend, but not my soulmate. Unfortunately, Carla hasn't been understanding and we barely speak. It makes it awkward when I go to pick up or drop off my child. Carla and I have mutual friends that we met while in college together and keep in contact with 2 of them. Unfortunately, Carla won't be in my presence in social settings. I have, however, found out that Carla hasn't even tried dating since our divorce, only doing casual hookups, but says she has no interest in a serious relationship and blames me for giving her trust issues. That pains me to know. That pains me to no end that I hurt her, even though it wasn't my fault. I want her to put herself out there emotionally, and I'm hoping once she finds her soulmate, she'll understand why Jessica and I did what we did. Then we can co-parent better and maybe become friends. Top comment here, quoting OP, I eventually realized that not being true to myself wasn't fair to Carla or our daughter. This guy loves the smell of his own bullshit.
All right, Foxy, what you got to say?
What an ass.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man. It wasn't his fault. It's totally your fault. And you can't be friends with her. Don't have no business. Just kick him in the nuts.
God, dog.
He deserved it.
He deserved to get kicked.
I didn't hear half of that, but I got her message.
Well, the last part was I would kick him in the nuts. So, yeah.
I heard that one. Yep, yes.
OP, let me put it to you this way. You want this to go away so you can feel better about what you did. It's still all about you. You know how you discover there's another soulmate out there? You know how you stop that from happening? You don't look. You don't entertain it. You don't play around with it. You don't tease it. You don't do anything with it at all. But because you did, because you fell in love with somebody else while still married, which is called cheating, it's called adultery. You got a divorce, and now she don't want to hang with you because she's sick and tired of seeing your face. You think if she dates somebody else, y'all could be buddies again. Go fuck yourself.
Get out of her face. God,
Get out of her business.
Really?
Like really and true. Let's real talk. You don't give a fuck if she dates again or not. You just want her to just get over what you did.
Yep.
Whatever it is that gets you that point, cool. You just landed on she needs to go date somebody. She just need to go get some. She'll be somewhat. She needs to go get laid, and then she'll forgive me for what I did, and she'll be straight.
He had a problem with minding his business. He didn't mind his business in the originally, he wouldn't be in the situation.
Basically, he has to be one of the people who has to be in something.
Yeah, he's a narcissist.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
You know, like his whole everything was surrounding that his life had to feel better. Not only was it not his fault, in fact, he was just following his heart. But now what his ex-wife was doing was making him feel bad. And it was reminding him that he failed in an area of life. And this is something narcissists cannot hear. And so, of course, he wants to change that whole narrative and make it, you know, oh, if she would only just find somebody, it would explain to her. No, dude, you hurt her. A woman you had a child with. Why don't you grow up, parent on your own? Because she doesn't owe you anything now. Anything.
I'm glad I kept this right here. This is how I feel.
Today we're making fuck off pie. With 1 cup of no one cares, a dash of kiss my ass, add some fuck yous, a pinch of blow me. You're gonna want to stir it all together and shove it up your ass.
I'm gonna keep that for
simple ingredients.
4 simple ingredients.
Just 4.
Amazon has them all on sale.
All right.
1 more minute. We can get up out of here. And I haven't done this in a while. Are you sleeping?
Good evening. Is this available? Yes, it is. Please leave me alone when you're sleeping. No more contacting, please. Appreciate you contacting me. I know I'm no longer interested. Please stop contacting me now. I will contact Attorney General if you do not stop the sex.
It's called that the sex. The sex.
That would never get old. But a few more minutes, we are out of here. The original Anna that started it all.
It was the 90s, and we were at the Fall Festival, and there was this game where you threw darts at balloons, and the prize was either these weird mirrors with heavy metal bands, or you could also pick a goldfish. And I really wanted the goldfish, and I popped a balloon, but my friend was like, "Don't pick a goldfish, are you gay?" So I was like, no, and I picked the Twisted Sister mirror. But actually, I wanted the goldfish. I just didn't want anyone at the Fall Festival to think I'm gay. But looking back, I wish I had been brave enough to be myself at the Fall Festival, being gay with the goldfish, being gay with the goldfish, sing it with me, gay with the goldfish, being gay with the gold. That window is open and there's two guys who could totally hear me.
I love this one.
Okay, one more. We're out of here because that's one of yours, but this is always going to be my all-time favorite. Caroline.
Ooh, Caroline, oh, keep my name out of your thin mouth. What did Caroline do? She stole my broccoli, casserole recipe 8 years ago, and claimed it was hers. She claimed it was hers. No, you're not talking about it. Might be from Carolyn. No, she a crazy lady. She's a rotten recipe stealing bitch. Doris. No, careful who your friends are.
Caroline will always be my favorite. Ella, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me at BorelliaEtc. All links are there.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, and of course,
I'm assuming you're LGBTQ.
I appreciate Anna. I appreciate everybody showing up. Wait a minute. One last comment. Rotten recipe stiller. Recipe stiller.
I'm recipe stealing bitch. Doris.
Doris?
Doris.
I mean, they putting people's names out there. We will be back next Thursday at 8 p.m. And until next time, we will see you when we see you. Peace.